Welcome, survivors, to the first episode of Ark Highlights. So in this series, I'll be looking at some big or shadowy topics. By shadowy, I mean topics that either players do not talk about, or it's a minefield. And this series will be shining a new light on them, giving you the basic information, and in some cases even recorrecting the misinformation that is out there. So in this episode, episode 1, I'm looking at sponsored mods and patch notes. So I'm first going to talk about patch notes. So a full list of patch notes can be found on the Survive the Ark website, which I've put a link to in the description. The patch notes are split into 4 sections depending on which console you play. A section for PC or Steam, Xbox, PS4 and Switch. Now what affects PC will affect Xbox and PS4. Now Windows 10 does also get the same updates as Xbox. It's very important to remember that PC does mean Steam and Windows 10 is separate. Now PC usually gets the features and to correct any information. This is not to test features for console, as Ark for Steam and Ark for console and Windows 10 are different in many ways. But if a feature is on the PC patch notes, then eventually it will find its way onto console in a patch. The reason for the delay is more likely because Ark was developed on Steam first, and so therefore it may be easier to add features than it is for the console version. But I'm no game developer, so I have no idea how it works. I do also know that when a patch is made for Xbox, Win 10 and PS4, it does have to go through an approval process with Microsoft and Sony. So that might have also something to do with it, but again, I'm not a game developer, so I don't really know what the delay is caused by. Important thing of note, so Wildcard have always called PC Steam and Win 10 or Windows 10 Win 10. So they keep them separate. Very important to note that. So whenever you look at the patch notes, it's just always been separate. So on to the sponsored mod program. So firstly, what is the sponsored mod program? Well, put simply, modding is something that the devs encourage. The sponsored mod program enables the player behind the mod to be supported by the development team to help make the mod better and ensure that bugs are fixed with the mod. Now with the program, their aim to continually support the modding and keep an eye out for the best authors of content to continue to ensure the game's longevity. Secondly, it offers an opportunity for mods to be added to the official game on PC and console. At this point, let me make a very clear and obvious point. It is only a possibility. There are no guarantees that if you have a mod on the sponsored mod program that it will be made official. The list of mod that have made it official are Ark Ragnarok, Ark the Center, Ark Primitive Plus, Structures Plus, not the full mod, Ark Volgaro and Ark Crystal Isles. So you may be also familiar with a couple of mods that were supposed to be implemented across all platforms, but unfortunately support stopped for them. The most infamous of these was Survival of the Fittest, and I would like to correct myself at this point. I stated that in between Genesis Part 2 and Ark 2, Survival of the Fittest would be returning based on no information. I was wrong about Survival of the Fittest, and I apologise for that. Another one of these was Ark Primal Evolved, which I do believe is making a return. A mod which was due to release in 2017 but has been delayed to an unknown date. This mod enables you to play as any dino in Ark Survival Evolved, but unfortunately we do not know when this will be available or even if it will ever become playable. As I just mentioned, new information from the devs has confirmed that it is going to be playable as Players Dino. So it was rebranded as Players Dino a couple of years back, and it's being brought back. So it's possible that we may be getting that in the future. Now, over the years, the program there have been many mods that have come through, but not all of them make it through to becoming official. There are a number of reasons. The main one being that the support for the mod just doesn't work. Another being that Wildcard feel that not enough progress was made. Now, since I've been playing, there have been 2 modded maps that have come through that program and gone to official. The first being Volgaro, and I followed the original mod team on Twitter and followed their progress. And one of the things I remember them saying was that the original mod was very easy to make available to the official game because they had designed the map with console in mind. And I think the same thing was said during Crystal Isle's progress from mod to official, and this kind of got me wondering, could this sort of be the issue that is affecting some of the other mods and preventing them from making progress? Again, I'm not sure because I'm not a developer. So, does this mean that when the sponsored mod program announces latest mods to be supported, should we ignore it? I don't think ignoring it is the answer, but certainly, although yes, there have been some great mods sponsored lately, like the Ark Tiamat map, a map that features a massive underwater biome. Unfortunately, that's being no longer supported. And again, another one, Castle Keeps and Forts, which continually gets supported on the sponsored mod program. I would look at them, yes, and follow their progress, but just keep it in mind that there's no absolute assurance or certainty that they'll be coming available on all platforms, and to even suggest that they will be is sort of laughable because there are no guarantees with the program that it will happen. But it's a good idea to show them and see what is happening in the community. But as I said, you cannot and should not say they are coming to the game. So I just wanted to talk about both of those just to help give you an understanding. I know there's a lot of YouTubers out there that think that the sponsored mod program is a direct route. It's just not the truth. I just want to make sure that I'm, start taking a stand against some of the false claims that are out there. I hate to say something like that, but it's the truth. So that is all for the first episode of Ark Highlights. In the next episode, I'm joined by one of my tribe mates where I'll talk about running and owning a server. Leave a comment if you have any questions about anything in this series or even Ark news, and don't forget to subscribe for more Ark Highlights. See you next time, survivors.